Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo September 22, 2022. Minor problems can seem larger than life, as you may be giving more power to a matter than they deserve. Look for the light at the end of the tunnel, and avoid making decisions until you've entertained different perspectives. This transit helps you get your ideas or message across. You may get the chance to shine or stand out on a mental level, or this can be a time of clearer expression of your feelings, ideas, and personality. You will be very affectionate with your family and you will fill it with care and a lot of love because Leo moon in your house that makes you very protective and mellow with your family and very attentive to the affection that you give them. This is undoubtedly very positive because it reaffirms the love you have for them and the love they give you. Happenings in the neighborhood will make your relatives feel a bit tired. It could be something heavy, construction workers demolishing the street, or something trivial like bad weather. Whatever it is, there will be no choice but to put up with the inconvenience for a while. In the meantime, an impromptu party is sure to lift their spirits. That never fails. You feel melancholy even though your couple is doing well. The moon in your axis brings back emotions from the past and makes you nostalgic for the beginnings. Perhaps the opportunity to celebrate the longevity of your love and its stability, despite the turbulence. Your partner will be able to show you understanding and show you the good sides of a long-term relationship. Single, you find it difficult to get rid of a relationship that has ended. It discourages your suitors. It's a day that is not necessarily comfortable to live on a sentimental level. You strive to keep the dialogue open and constructive, but you are subject to disorderly agitation, unspoken words, errors, perhaps even lies. As a couple, you feel overwhelmed by an influx of worries that you can't manage. The atmosphere is disorganized and the other does not give you a gift. Do not try to be right and put some order in your heart. Single, don't play with other people's feelings or you risk paying a heavy price when you find out that you were also played with. Frankness and trust are the keywords for a fulfilling relationship, so be more serious. The moon, celestial ruler of your committed 7th house of agreements and significant others, enters Leo today, bringing emotional emphasis and intuitive clarity to your intimate 8th house of mergers, collaborations, and soulmate connections. Sharing your living space with someone? Perhaps you're contemplating whether to take this next step in your romantic connection. Also, with savvy Mercury entering your romantic 5th house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression today, you're more likely to use your words and your gift of gab. Luna will, however, square off with rebellious Uranus, so be discerning with your messaging. Single? Suddenly sliding into your person's DMs is also likely. Try not to lose your cool. The square could exacerbate any tension you may feel at work, making it somewhat difficult for you to remain level-headed. If you feel overwhelmed or incredibly aggravated, try to take a step away from your work to cool off. Mars is still aligned with the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, as he spends his last weekend in your income sector, and the timing couldn't be better. Mars is taking a sledgehammer to glass ceilings, roadblocks, and barriers, whether real or imagined, swinging at any low-hanging fruit. Aligned with Juno, this is a chance to look beyond the moment, with a chance to set resolutions that will continue the fight long after Mars leaves. Your social life is characterized by insecurity and confrontation. Don't allow yourself to become overwhelmed, just because you don't have the precise answer to every problem straight away. Keep a calm exterior, avoid making your problems worse. Often even serious catastrophes are over just as quickly as they arise. You have been spending way too much energy picking up after other people's messy lives. Turn inward, at least for one day, and spend the same kind of energy just taking care of yourself. One way to alleviate the stress you might feel is to approach life in a more playful way and try to brighten up your situation, but don't expect to receive too much credit for your efforts. Instead, whatever you do, you're scrutinized, your motives examined, and you find yourself having to defend all your actions. You are human and you need a hug every once in a while. It's not about sex or seduction, it's just a deep confirmation that you are a good and lovable person. If you can relate to this need, don't hesitate to get a hug from someone who loves you. Your emotions can feel a bit raw. You may experience tears or sad feelings even as you receive this hug. Let the feelings release and don't question your emotions. Your natural leadership skills will peak on this day. Whether you have something that sees you formally instructing or guiding, or you're simply hanging out with your family today, you'll be great. This vibration works very well for you, as it enhances the skills you inherently possess. If there's going to be a time where you discover more of what you can do, this is definitely it. Don't hesitate to venture into the unknown, as you will handle things with flair. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings important news that could uncover something you've been afraid to face. As the Leo moon carefully eradicates areas of your ego, you're also confronted by your inner voice. There are important lessons to be learned as the moon opposes Pluto and harmonizes with the sun, which is steadily unblocking you in Virgo. In general, this is a mind and body experience. This energy leaves no stone unturned. It's time for you to see something that you should really understand. There is a feeling of looking back or nostalgia with this transit as well, thinking about times when life was perceived as easier in some way. The struggles you're going through are all part of life's growing pains. If you're really present with this energy, there are plenty of amazing lessons to be learned, especially on a psychological level. There are traces from your childhood that are now being purified and cleansed away. This can bring some incredible healing if you're ready to let go of preconceived notions and accept where you are at this very moment. Whatever the case, the pain which we have previously allowed to dominate us won't seem so immediate. Follow intuitive hunches and make gambles to align yourself with Kismet. Use feelings of excitement, enthusiasm, and inspiration as a barometer to determine whether you are on the right track. Most of all, sidestep interactions with those who downplay the truth that, at any instant, we have the power to change our lives by changing our minds. In the pre-dawn hours, the Leo moon forms a trine with Neptune in Pisces, rousing our imagination and making our dreams especially magical. Intuitive abilities are heightened at this time. Our minds act as antennae, picking up numinous signals from the universe. Many artists and inventors have claimed to receive some of their best ideas in dreams, and this influence can allow us to tap into our hidden inspiration as well. We will have a greater than usual ability to convey emotions like nostalgia or pathos through visual or musical media. However, around dawn, the moon opposes Pluto in Leo, making us edgy. We might awaken feeling out of sorts, and we risk bringing our anxieties into our early morning interactions. It may be hard for us to discern others' motives, and paranoid thoughts prompt us to make irrational decisions. Avoid allowing fears to dictate your behavior.